All-Star Wrestling will once again return to Baltimore at the Baltimore Civic Center on Saturday night, April the 25th. Scheduled to compete in individual competition will be the likes of Fred Blassie's Hangman. The Hangman squaring off against dynamic Rick Martel. From there, ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Slaughter, the master of the Cobra Clutch, will be challenged by Tony Garea. And then Killer Khan, likewise, meeting individual competition in Baltimore, but Mr. Khan having a golden opportunity, perhaps becoming the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, should he defeat Pedro Morales. And then, ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the Moondogs being on the card and a whole host of others, the main event. The bad man from Borger, Texas, Stan Hansen, back in town, locking up with Bob Backlund in the return match with Gorilla Monsoon as the guest referee. Now, this match originally signed for a Texas death match with no holds barred, but due to a technicality in the contract, Fred Blassie backed out. Arnold Skolin, the manager of Bob Backlund, pressed on. The compromise was made. Gorilla Monsoon now the guest referee in this return encounter. At the moment, our guest will be the Grand Wizard, along with Sergeant Slaughter, and Mr. Slaughter preparing to take on Tony Garea.
McMahon, taking on half a tag team championship is like taking half a racehorse against a whole thoroughbred. Once you're a tag team, you're never that strong in single matches, and there is no way that Tony Garea is going to use Sergeant Slaughter for a springboard for his own ambitions. Is that correct, Sergeant?
Let's tell it like it is, General. I offer to take them both on. Then only one guy would step forward. You know, Tony Garea, I have to give you some credit. You've got guts. After what the people saw, after what all the wrestlers saw, what the world saw, me do to Pat Patterson, you've got enough guts to sign your name on a contract, and I have to admit, you're the only one. You're the only one that would put your name on a contract. But after I get done with you, you'll be just like Pat Patterson. You'll be amongst the unemployed. Is that right, General?
Correct.
The Grand Wizard, with his comments, along with Sergeant Slaughter. Mr. Slaughter obviously looking forward to facing Tony Garea in Baltimore. Right now, our guest, as a matter of fact, our special guest this week, the World Wrestling Federation champion, Bob Backlund. And Bob, I know you're looking forward to this return encounter.
I'm really looking forward to it. You know, and it was supposed to be a Texas death match, but I think having Gorilla Monsoon is even more, is better than having it as a Texas death match, because last time the referee couldn't control us. He couldn't control either one of us. He had a rough time, and it was a rough, tough fight with this big Texan in that match in Baltimore. And we both had our hands full, and we were both messed up after that match. And the referee was a little more messed up than both of us, Hansen. But Gorilla Monsoon's not going to get pushed around by either one of us. He's going to be standing on his feet, and there's definitely going to be a winner. 1, 2, 3, or I quit. And that's exactly the way I want it. I want to find out just who the better man is. Vince, I don't know. Neither one of us were down on the mat much during that match. We were on our feet. We were going toe to toe. Nobody had their shoulders down on the mat for very long at any one given time. And that's what this business is all about, pinning a man. And that's what he has to do to me to win the World Wrestling Federation title, and that's what I have to do to him to keep it. And that's what Gorilla Monsoon is in the ring for, to count 1, 2, 3, or ask somebody, do you want to quit? And that's the way I like it.
Thank you very much. Bob Backlund's commentary on the upcoming rematch to take place in Baltimore. Now our guest, Mr. Freddie Blassie. Mr. Blassie?
McMahon, I've never seen an array of talent in all my life is on this card here. And I guarantee you, Killer Khan's going to win, and also the Hangman. But the most important thing that matters to me is the world title. And just now, let me call in the next champion, Stan Hansen.
Mr. Hansen, your comment.
Whether the referee weighs 15 pounds or 700 pounds like big fat Gorilla Monsoon does. I don't care, Bob Backlund. I don't care who's in there with me, because I'm going to do what I damn well please. And you aren't man enough, and Monsoon's not man enough anyway. But I want to follow the rules. I'm going to sit in there and beat you right in the middle of the ring. You want a pinfall? Well, he's going to have to count you down. Are the people in Baltimore sick and tired of seeing you cry?
Well, in Baltimore, you better get ready, brother, because I'm coming to town.